In our day-to-day lives, whether consciously or subconsciously, most of us are sizing people up, meeting new people and just seeing what they're made of. Good person, bad person, chill person, instant friend, long-standing acquaintance. As they say, you only get one chance to make a first impression. But is that true in the feline world as it relates to how cats respond to people for the very first time? Do cats do some sizing up of their very own? When survival of the fittest is the name of the game, and you're living life both as predator and prey, you've got to be careful when it comes to who you trust. In this material, I'll talk about how felines gauge us humans and what you can do to possibly win a cat's trust and get on their good side. Your character. The cats are watching. Cool topic. And as always, I've got you covered. Stay tuned. When it comes to the topic at hand, the answer is yes. Cats can judge character, and like us, they do it on a routine basis. This is especially true for cats that live off the land in, say, a neighborhood setting, with perfect strangers appearing all the time. Cats have to know who to approach, who they want approaching them, and when to make a run for it. So much of how a cat views character is found in general demeanor, your demeanor. How are you behaving? Are you being perceived as a threat? Cats are looking for all things calm and all things gentle, all things safe and all things secure. The way you move, the way you walk, the way you talk, the speed of your movements. Are you making aggressive movements? The way you carry yourself in all aspects, really. That's one of the ways that cats judge people. If a cat's first impression of you is someone who is loud, quick with the hand movements, and just boisterous, that's someone, at least on the surface, who could promote a sense of danger. As I've said in countless videos here on the channel, cats are constantly in search of safety, security, and having essential needs met. And it all starts with trust. How you come off. If a cat views you as problematic, it could take a while to crack that code and get a cat to trust you. Another way cats judge character is through scent. How do you smell? Are you appealing in that regard, or is your scent one that is very unappealing? This is a bit of a wild card, let's say, as some people just naturally smell appealing to felines for no true explanation, at least not to us. Are you just irresistible to cats? Some folks are cat magnets, whether they want this assignment or not. This can often be why one person is twisting themselves into a pretzel trying to get a cat's attention, while another person, totally indifferent to the whole thing, can attract that very same cat without doing a thing. And being indifferent. This is often a positive character trait. Cats aren't looking for chaos. This is why they're often drawn to the person or persons who do the least. And by least, I mean theatrics. The person who comes off as safe and not intimidating in the slightest, they usually win when it comes to feline attention. In all of this character judgment, we must also consider that each and every cat will have a personality of their very own, so included in all of this must be the knowledge that some cats are just a bit easier when it comes to letting that guard down, and some are almost impossible. As an example, have you ever seen a neighborhood cat, perhaps the same cat for months, but they just never approach you? They just stare from a distance, a safe distance, sort of checking things out, but they never approach. And what about this one? Say that cat finally approaches, but there seems to be an invisible wall about 5 feet from you. They've confirmed that you're a pretty good character, but they're just not sure about taking that final plunge. Over the course of my life, I've had a few cats like that. Cats that you have to see almost daily for several months before you're even able to pet them. Of course, once that door finally opens, it's like there was never a problem. Best friends for life. For most people, entertaining a person of bad character is really no big deal in the big picture of life. At the end of the day, it's probably just annoying at the very most. Just someone that you can't get out of your hair. Perhaps they live a life and do things that you're not fond of. They do things that you don't prefer to engage in. The whole oil and water dynamic, but overall they're harmless. They just have a personality that doesn't mesh with yours, and perhaps you view them as having low character. In the feline world, things run much deeper than that. I mentioned predator and prey a bit earlier, and it's critical to understand that cats often treat people at least at first, like proper threats, animal threats. And just like a cat isn't going to just up and approach a grizzly bear, they have to treat humans as a problem until proven otherwise. This is why true feral cats, and I've said it before, they often have that deer in the headlights look around people. To them, we're the grizzly bear, this strange person that can present serious harm. In our daily lives, when we are sizing people up, getting to know them, engaging of character, we're likely viewing things from a moral and ethical standing. If I were to ask you, are you a good person? I would expect an answer that is based on your personal integrity. Are you an upstanding citizen? Are you a friend to your friends? A good son, daughter, husband, wife? Are you a person of faith? You know, the usual measures of what most of us would consider to be a person of high character. In the cat world, things are very different. Cats couldn't care less if you're a good person or a bad person in the world. They just want to know if you'll be a good or a bad person around them and to them. That's all they care about because that's all that really matters. A cat doesn't care about what you did with your friends last Saturday night. They just want to know if you'll be kind and gentle to them come Sunday morning. In truth, cats are a good judge of association, rather than what we would probably view as character, so that's probably the best lens for this topic. Before I close things out, another measure of cats, or that cats often use to judge, and who could blame them, and that's past experiences, prior associations, perhaps even prior associations with the same person. Basic example, if you scare a cat, whether you did it on purpose or it just happened in an accidental fashion, the cat will make note of that. And while they won't recall the moment in detail, in the way a person would, the next time the cat sees you and hears you, and certainly smells you, they'll likely back away or even hiss, as that association screams negativity. The last time you were around, for better or worse, something negative happened. When it comes to the actions of others, some felines have negative reactions to people based on the negative behaviors of others. I don't want to enter a territory that is too sensitive, but abused animals, not just cats, the first thing they often lose is trust in people. This is why you often see animals cower or become angry when a loving and well meaning person attempts to pet them. Abused animals often associate the extended hand as the hand of force, a hand of pain, not a hand of love. This is why sometimes you can be a person of high integrity and high character, but the cat is simply broken and damaged by past associations, hurt by those who acted with poor character and ill intent. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what's your story when it comes to your dealings and associations with stray and feral cats, neighborhood cats, street cats? Do you have a story to share involving a cat that you watched for months before the cat built up enough trust and confidence to approach you without being fearful? And did this cat just so happen to become your pet? Is your loving cat the cat that you've had for years? Did the relationship begin with a character evaluation? So much to talk about with a topic like this, and certainly many experiences to share. The comments section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd certainly love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.